WJBF.com.
Now on News Channel 6 at 5, recapping election night in South Carolina. We'll have a look at the results from the state and local level as your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins in North Augusta, where voters chose 3 city council members in Tuesday's primary election. One incumbent got reelected, along with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci joins us now for a first check of the weather. Jenna?
Well, Jenny, it is a dry day across the CSRA as we start out with live Viper 6, just showing some spotty showers in the upstate, then over to our west and down near the border of Florida and Georgia. But here in the CSRA, we have enough dry air in place to limit the rain, so only gave it a 10% chance today. A spotty light shower can't be ruled out, but overall not much going on. We do have some clouds here on our Terry Libbert Hyundai Skyview Cam in McDuffie County, and temperatures are sitting in the lower 90s, 91 in Barnwell, 92 in Thompson, Augusta and Aiken both at 90, 91 in Gibson, 87 in Crawfordville, and 88 in Edgefield. The dew points are mixed. We're seeing some places with only around 60, while other places have dew points at 70. But either way, it is feeling hot for all of us, ranging from around 90 to 96 degrees for that heat index. Winds are coming out of the south, pumping in that moisture and warmth. Winds only up to 10 miles per hour there in Aiken. So if you're headed out this evening, temperatures will be staying warm. 82 still at the 9 o'clock hour. Mostly clear and dry. And then looking ahead to the next few days, rain chances are limited. Only a 20% shot Thursday through Saturday. Still mostly sunny. And the main story is certainly the heat as temperatures climb all the way to 97 by Friday. I'll have more details with a look at your heat index coming up. But back to you, Jenny.
All right. Thanks, Jenna. A deadly domestic violence case in Richmond County is shining a light on a problem that advocates say continues to impact families across the CSRA. News Channel 6's Jartavius Edmond joins us now live with more. Jartavius?
Investigators say what started as a domestic call early Tuesday morning ended with a woman dead and now a man facing a murder charge. The sheriff's office says deputies responded to 1100 block of Peters Road around 2:56 Tuesday morning. When deputies arrived, they found 42-year-old Savina Walker unresponsive inside the home. Walker later died at Wellstar MCG. Investigators say 54-year-old Terrence Miller was detained at the scene and later charged with murder. The incident is now raising concerns about the impact of domestic violence locally. Safe Homes Augusta says its staff helped more than 1,700 people across the CSR last year. And the Georgia Commission on Family Violence reports 159 domestic violence related deaths statewide in 2024. Amy Hall with Safe Homes says one of the most dangerous times for a victim can actually be when they try to leave the relationship.
When a victim leaves a domestic violence situation, that is the most dangerous time, because at that time, the abuser is losing power and control over that victim. We also describe to them that when they're ready to leave and they're getting like a temporary protection order, that is just a piece of paper, but there still has to be certain safety protocols put in place to help keep her safe.
Advocates say community awareness and access to resources can be critical when helping victims get to safety. Jenny?
Right, Jartavius, thank you for that live report. We want to remind you about our Giving Your Best blood drive tomorrow right here at Television Park. Shepherd Community Blood Center will have their blood mobile here. Each donation stays local, and one donation can save up to 3 lives. If you're healthy and able, we encourage you to donate blood. You only have to be 16 with parental consent.
The blood supply is the lowest it's been in the last 2 years. In June 2024, we issued an emergency appeal because the blood supply had become so low. We're not quite there yet, but without community support, we absolutely could get there. That critical level can really start to impact patient care.
You can take your phone right now and scan that QR code to select a time and book your appointment. Just come to Television Park tomorrow between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Also, in Evans, tonight, 6, the musical continues at the Columbia County Performing Arts Center. It's the popular Broadway show that tells the story of Henry VIII from the perspective of his 6 wives. The original musical covers 500 years of history, from Tudor queens to pop icons. This 6 Wives remixes centuries of heartbreak into a celebration of 21st century girl power.
6 is such a unique show in its own way because it's like a pop rock concert about the 6 wives of Henry VIII. We've got microphones and in-ears, and it's super interactive with the audience. It's so much fun. You feel like a pop star every night. It's great. They can expect a lot of high energy, a lot of fun dance numbers, some exciting vocals, lots of glitz and glam.
An all-female cast, an all-female band, and a retelling of history that is uplifting, inspiring, and super fun.
We're 6.
The doors open at 6:30, showtime's at 7:30, and if you can't make it tonight, you have one more chance. The show runs through tomorrow. Coming up, honoring the victims of the Charleston church shooting, how a new monument pays tribute to their legacy next.
The Spurs let everyone know this is going to be a long series.
Now we have to learn from a loss. My assist is the same.
You know what we're supposed to do? The hardest is still to come. What a response from San Antonio. They are right back in the series.
Spurs Knicks, Game 4 on ABC and the ESPN app.
Next ET.
Ahead, preparing for hurricane season in South Carolina. How state law enforcement's training for emergencies after the forecast.
And speaking of hurricane season, we do have our first invest area to watch in the Gulf. I'll have more details on that when we return.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Turn your porch or patio into the best room of...
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's a look on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at the beautiful sunshine today from SRP Park, looking over the Savannah River into downtown Augusta. It's a hot day, sitting at 90 degrees, but this is very typical for this time of the year, so can't complain. It's also only feeling like 90, so not a super high heat index just yet. Dew points remain on the lower side in the low 60s here in town with a south-southeast wind of around 6 miles per hour. Now we do have this surface trough that is picking up on it or developing a few isolated showers and storms in Greenville up to North Carolina, but that's to the north of us. So here in town, we have enough dry air in place to limit the rain chance today. And around the southeast, all of us are pretty consistent, sitting in those mid 80s to low 90s. So a heat wave is across the southeast. This is a heat dome with that ridge of high pressure, bringing the hot temperatures as we go into the next few days. So it will end up being the hottest week we've had so far in 2026. You can see tomorrow we will start to climb into those middle 90s, and the heat index will be getting to around 100 degrees. So a high of 94 for your Thursday, then up to 100 for the heat index. And then as we go into Friday and Saturday, that's when we really start to see those temperatures climb. 104 will be your heat index throughout the weekend. High temperatures in the mid 90s, and then even by Monday of next week, still feeling that heat. So heat stress potential does become dangerous by the time we get to Friday in those areas where we're seeing the burgundy color. So we are not quite at the criteria to have a heat advisory, but once again, this is the hottest it's been all year so far. So we want you to take it seriously and limit your time outside. There's not much rain to cool us off either. Some isolated storms possible Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then those rain chances will start to increase Sunday into next week, but it's not going to be because of a tropical system. Despite the fact we do have this area to watch in the Bay of Campeche, we're actually keeping an eye on Tropical Depression Christina. That was a Pacific storm, and now that it is moving into Central America, the remnants of it are likely to emerge in the Gulf here, and that could lead to some moisture getting moved into Texas, and that will lead to some beneficial rain for them. So we're not expecting this to become a named storm in the Atlantic, but we're keeping an eye on it because of the fact it's going to lead to those rain chances for our friends to the west. Now, our primary primary feature that's headed our way is going to be a cold front. That'll lead to some rain chances for us. But for tomorrow, very spotty activity. That's why we're keeping that rain chance at only 20%. It will be a mostly sunny day. Now, as we zoom out here, you can see Friday at 8 a.m., just a few clouds around. We'll be watching a few disturbances come through that could bring us some elevated rain chances. But once again, it's mostly going to be this cold front, which will likely bring some rain Friday night, but most of Saturday still dry as this front stalls out. That'll trigger some storms Saturday evening. And then once again, those higher rain chances come into the picture next week. But lows tonight in the lower 70s, highs tomorrow are going to be in the low to mid 90s. And your 10-day forecast now is showing rain chances up to 50% by Monday. A stronger cold front will be coming through around Tuesday, and that will knock the temperatures down a little bit into the upper 80s, at least for a couple days.
All right, Jenna, thank you. South Carolina leaders working to make sure folks are prepared for hurricane season. Today, a large-scale evacuation drill was held in coastal communities, getting law enforcement prepared to reverse state highways in case of an emergency.
We're going to make sure as we approach and get into hurricane season, before we get deeper into it, we want to make sure our personnel are prepared. We want to make sure they understand the different agencies and personnel that they're working with and just familiarize themselves with the plan.
Agencies tested their plan in Charleston, Beaufort, and Myrtle Beach areas today and say it was a success. Up next, a new musician taking the internet by storm. We'll hear her story after the break.
Views or anything.
Danny Neal, ABC.
That's so beautiful. And I love her name, Sprites. That does it for us this half hour, but we have more coverage you can count on at 5:30, including the latest on the conflict in Iran.
Attention shoppers, we're at all nines now.
The WJBF Scholar Athlete Awards honor high school students from around the CSRA for outstanding achievements, both on the athletic field and in the classroom.
I'm Jim Sigg with Revamp of Augusta. Scholar athletes get the job done on the field, but more importantly, in the classroom. We encourage you to nominate a deserving high school senior athlete today. Here's how.
To nominate, go to WJBF.com and click Scholar Athlete Award under the Sports tab.
Experience a story.
Attention Augusta. Now boarding flights for your summer adventures.
Augusta Regional Airport is your travel gateway, connecting you to your favorite destinations with direct flights to Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas-Fort Worth, and Washington, D.C. Why travel before you travel? Experience the convenience of flying out of AGS with easy parking and shorter security lines. You'll start your vacation before leaving home. Book your trip at flyags.com. Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
All right, the word is help.
Could you use it in a sentence?
People need help after they've been hurt on the road.
I know it. 999 9999.
Technically, that is correct.
If you've been hurt, call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all nines now.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Ready? We've got a key to make it happen.
Literally. Come on in and talk to Terry.
On Jefferson Davis Highway in North Augusta.
Or TerryLambertHyundai.com.
If you like Brian Kemp, you're going to love Rick Jackson.
Rick Jackson's been a good supporter of mine. Story.
Attention Augusta. Now boarding flights for your summer adventures.
Augusta Regional Airport is your travel gateway, connecting you to your favorite destinations with direct flights to Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas-Fort Worth, and Washington, D.C. Why travel before you travel? Experience the convenience of flying out of AGS with easy parking and shorter security lines. You'll start your vacation before leaving home. Book your trip at flyags.com. Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
All right, the word is help.
Could you use it in a sentence?
People need help after they've been hurt on the road.
I know it. 999 9999.
Technically, that is correct.
If you've been hurt, call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all nines now.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's headlines, North Augusta voters chose 3 next the next three city council members in Tuesday's primary election, and two of them will be new. Also, what South Carolina's GOP candidates are saying to their supporters about one race that was too close to call. Lieutenant Governor Pamela That led the field of 5 Republicans with 29% of the vote, but Alan Wilson finished a close second with 26%. And an Augusta woman is dead from what deputies say was a domestic violence incident. What advocates say this case is part of a much deeper issue. We'll have more on these headlines at 6, but first, consumer prices likely jump. It's time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna.
Well, Dee, it's nice and dry here in the CSRA. We do have some isolated storms in the upstate around Greenville. Very electrical, producing a lot of lightning, some special weather statements with those. But here in town, I'm not expecting any rain tonight. We actually have a good amount of sunshine. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Allendale County. Temperatures are in the low 90s today, so a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Currently at 90 in Augusta and Aiken, 93 in Allendale. Bamberg, you're at 91. Same thing in Wrightsville. And 87 in Crawfordville, 88 in Edgefield. So most of us in the 90s. And you can see the dew points are ranging from the low 60s to the low 70s. So we are still seeing some drier air in some spots, making for a tolerable heat index. It's not too bad out there just yet. That heat index up to around 95, though, in Sparta. And we'll continue to see the heat index climb as the humidity climbs over the next couple of days. But right now, just a light wind out of the south, 6 miles per hour in Augusta, 8 in Aiken. And if you're headed out the door this evening, temperatures are remaining warm in the low 80s. Winds will be calm, and we'll see mostly clear skies. Now, looking ahead to the next few days, we're not completely dry, but rain chances are limited at only 20%. You can see those temperatures really starting to climb, including the lows getting into the 70s, and high temperatures will be up to 97 degrees by Friday. I'll have more details on how the heat index will look coming up, but back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few minutes. Now to the Texas teenager found guilty of murder. The cream promising a lighter, brighter skin may come with dangerous hidden ingredients. What's inside could land you in the hospital. With more, here's ABC News' Olivia Rubin.
From soaps to serums, skin lightening products are marketed as brighteners, whitening, or fade treatments, promising a more even complexion. And while these treatments are often marketed to people with darker skin tones, anyone can be exposed to the risk. According to the FDA, some of these products might contain hidden and harmful ingredients. One of the biggest concerns, mercury, a toxic metal that can damage your kidneys, nerves, and skin. But mercury isn't the only risk. Some products also contain hydroquinone, which can irritate and darken skin with long-term use, if not used under a doctor's care. Labels for these items are often inaccurate, so you might not even know what you're putting on your skin. And because they're easy to buy online and in stores, you may believe they're safe when they're really not. So before you try a skin lightener, check the label carefully and talk to a healthcare provider about the safest options. With this Medical Minute, I'm Olivia Rubin.
A new flavor of M&M's that will have you going nuts, and a new Toy Story movie that will keep the whole family talking. All this and more in your What's Trending. Stay with us.
And here's a look at those current dew points across the Augusta Metro on our Live Viper 6 and Neighborhood Network powered by Tempest. You can see we actually have some drier air in parts of Richmond County, 62 and 61 near Hepzibah. 66 is that dew point in Windsor, but more muggy air up in Columbia County around 74. As that dew point in Evans, I'll have more details on when all of those dew points will rise across the CSRA after What's Trending.
The Spurs let everyone know this is going to be a long series.
Now we have to learn from a loss. My sister says the same.
We know what we're supposed to do. The hardest is still to come. What a response from San Antonio. They are right back in the series.
Spurs Knicks, Game 4 on ABC and the ESPN app.
Tonight,
Attention viewers, CW6 is now available today on Hulu. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on Hulu.
Time and temperature brought to you by Peachtree Pest Control, protecting what matters most.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. And now to the star-studded cast of Toy Story 5, celebrating the world premiere in Los Angeles last night, including a big surprise from Taylor Swift, celebrating her new single for the soundtrack in perfect cowgirl style. Lara Spencer has more.
It's been too long, Cal.
It's really awesome. Well, M&M's just released a banana nut bread flavored candy. No overripe fruit or oven required. The classic peanut M&M is wrapped in a banana bread flavored milk chocolate. This flavor is available for a limited time and is exclusively sold at Kroger affiliated stores. Well, if you're looking for shows and movies to binge watch this summer, Melvin Roberts has the latest on your entertainment report.
Lots of new shows coming this summer, everybody, including the Legally Blonde prequel called Elle. And now Prime Video has released the first full-length trailer. Let's take a look.
I would just like to raise a glass to all of you. My friends, my world. I'm so lucky to have this life. I wouldn't change a thing. Elle, we're moving to Seattle. No. It doesn't sound right.
You look like an idiot.
I speak the same language as anyone here.
Well, have you tried learning their language?
What do you mean?
Get fluent in Seattle.
Wood serves as an executive producer. All 8 episodes of the series drop on July 1st. And look, Prime has already ordered a season 2. That's pretty exciting. Speaking of more seasons, the 21 Emmy Award-winning show The Bear returns this month with its 5th and final season. FX dropped the first look, and it already has more than 2 million views.
It's our last day. We're out of time.
I'm not giving up. We're going to keep operating.
Richard, I am selling the building.
This bad. Restaurant is flooded. Deliveries cut us off.
We're gonna run out of food.
Everything's either gonna be okay.
No, stop! It's not Sunday!
Or not.
Only love. We are outgunned and we are outmanned. Can bring the rain. We got no money. That falls like tea. But we have each other and nothing left to lose.
You ready?
Series favorites Jeremy Allen White, Iowa Debris, and Eben Moss-Bachrach all return in the new season. All 8 episodes of season 5 will drop on June 25th on Hulu and on FX. In Hollywood, with your entertainment report, I'm Melvin Robert.
And that's all the time we have for what's trending. Still ahead, Jenna has your full forecast coming up next, and looks like things are really going to heat up. We'll have a look next. Stay tuned.
Transform your bathroom with
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. The weather is pretty nice today. We do have a lot of sunshine with just a few of these cumulus clouds on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Burke County, sitting at 90 degrees and also feeling like 90 degrees. So not seeing a high heat index today. The dew points are low, especially around the Augusta metro. Low 60s there. Winds aren't bringing in quite as much moisture as they will be later on this week. So a south-southeast wind coming in at 6 miles per hour. And around the southeast, you can see not much going on when it comes to rain. Scattered showers and storms around Valdosta and Florida. And then we have this disturbance bringing some storms to Greenville and parts of North Carolina. But all of us are dealing with the heat. We do have some places like Charlotte and Tampa where there's some rain in the upper 80s, but most of us in those lower 90s. So we are tracking the heat dome this week. This is an area of high pressure that is going to keep things mostly dry and hot, of course, but we will start to see higher dew points as we go into tomorrow. Right now, we're in what we call the slightly uncomfortable phase, but those dew points will start to climb to above 70 by tomorrow, and that will be what we consider air you can wear. So starting to feel sticky out there by noon tomorrow, air temperature of 91, feeling like 96, and then by 4 p.m., air temperature up to around 95 with the heat index starting to get to 100. So by the time we get to Friday through Sunday, that's when we will have the highest heat index, getting up to around 104. Actual air temperature around 96 to 97 degrees. So it will be the hottest air we've had all week long. And when you combine that with the humidity, of course, we have that high heat index. Now, rain chances are very limited Thursday through Saturday, a 20% chance. We will be seeing those rain chances climb, especially by around Monday through Wednesday of next week. And that's going to be because of a cold front. So that is going to be our main feature as we go into this weekend. We'll have a cold front stall out and then a more powerful cold front next week. So we don't have to worry about any direct impacts from the tropics, but we do have an area to watch here around the Bay of Campeche, just a 10% chance of development over the next 7 days. And this is actually from what's going to be the remnants of Tropical Depression Christina that is near El Salvador. So all of this moisture will be moving in, and it's possible that it could redevelop into a new system. So we will be watching that, but the chance of that is very low. The main concern here will be some flooding for parts of Texas, and it will continue to pump in some tropical moisture into the Gulf. So that's what we will be watching. A lot of moisture around, meaning dew points are going to be staying high. We're going to be in that summer-like pattern, but once again, no direct impacts from the tropics for us, and a very low chance that that develops anyway. So it's just going to lead to some rain chances, but you can see here on our Futurecast tomorrow, very spotty activity. Nothing to worry about for your Thursday. Then as we zoom out here, you can see for Friday morning, we will be dry. There's 8 a.m. Then once we get into the afternoon, still watching for a possible disturbance that could bring some of those isolated showers and storms. But here's that cold front I was talking about. So this is the feature we have to watch. It will be moving in Friday night. So I do think our Futurecast model is a little bit overdone with the amount of rain it's showing, but I do think we'll have some isolated storms Friday night. Now this front will stall out over the CSRA on Saturday. Rain chances possible again Saturday night, especially in some of our southeastern counties. And then by the time we get to Sunday, we'll see higher rain chances as well. And then we'll be tracking that more powerful cold front by next week. Low temperatures tonight will be in the lower 70s. We will be above average. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the mid 90s. And here's your 10-day forecast now, showing rain chances once again going up to 50% Monday, 60 by Tuesday. And when that cold front swings through, it will drop our temperatures back down, at least briefly, into the upper 80s for highs, but we will still have that muggy air around, so not a big cool down coming our way.
All right, get ready. Summer's here pretty much. Thanks a lot. Well, you think your kids spend too much time horsing around? Turns out there's a championship for that, and we'll have more on that when we come back.
Should we take a look at? What do you think? So here, from design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
People want to know that the person.
Tickets at CelticThrone.com.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Parents, this summer, if your kids are horsing around the house, you can sign them up for the European Hobby Horsing Championships this weekend, where competitors gallop, jump, and perform equestrian-style events using nothing but a stick horse and a lot of imagination. The sport continues to grow in popularity across Europe. This year's event attracted more than 240 riders from 11 countries, proving you don't need a real horse to have a stable of talent. Well, that's all the time we have for this half hour. We'll have more coverage you can count on coming up at 6, including South Carolina governor runoff and what you need to know before you head to the polls again. All this and more up next.
CSRA's favorite news app is now even better, with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
For the dad who appreciates quality, style, and things built to last, celebrate this Father's Day with exceptional menswear, personalized service, and timeless gifts for every dad. Lionel Smith, limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
Gina's workplace clothes is